After creating and working with thousands of glove knife combos, and even getting our favorite Valorant streamers cosign, I feel like I've pretty much mastered this topic, so today I bring you my complete guide to making the best glove knife combos in CS2. Now, making good combos is a lot more nuanced and complex than most people think, so I'll share everything that I've learned and try to keep it as simple as possible. Let's get into it. Let's start with color, arguably the most important aspect of combos. There's 4 types of color combos: single tone, which is basically using one color, examples being Nox with black gems, and transports with gold gems. You can use this if you want combos to be exclusively one color. Two-tone colorways use 2 colors, examples being Eclipse with lore, black ties and black laminates, Imperial plaids with ultraviolet, duct tapes and Talon vanilla, and the list goes on. They're easy to make and work with all price ranges, so it's by far my favorite colorway. Next up, we have tri-colorways, which use 3 colors, and a good example is superconductors with a diamond gem. This colorway is harder to work with, but looks amazing if you match the colors well. Lastly, we have multicolor combos. There's a huge color mix, and it primarily uses gloves like the fades and marble fades since they're inherently multicolored. I recommend picking a glove, and based off how many colors are on it, picking the corresponding colorway to match the knife. So if you go with black ties, then go for two-tone where you can use black and white knives, and for big games, go with three-tone where you can use brown, orange, and white knives. This works both ways. If you start with the knife, check what colorway it fits under, and pair the knife accordingly. Since gloves are connected to agents, I always start with them first and pick the knife second, but you don't necessarily have to follow that rule. I can dive into color theory even more, but that would complicate things, so I'll just explain 2 points. Complementary colors are 2 opposite colors that work together, good examples being spearmints and rubies with red and green. Analogous colors are 3 colors next to each other on the color wheel, and this can create some insane combos like POWs and mango fades, or cool mints and cyan bits. If you want to get more creative, you can check this stuff out, but we will continue from here. If you want to create and buy your own glove knife combo, I highly recommend checking out today's sponsor, which is GamerPay. GamerPay is a player-to-player trading site where you can buy and sell skins securely, and it's perfect for getting your dream combo. On Steam, this combo is $302, but on GamerPay, you can get this exact same combo for $204. That's nearly $100 cheaper. There's no buying fee and a 3% selling fee. So if you want to check it out, you can use my link in the description for a free $5 bonus. Most people have seen this combo before. Big game gloves and a skeleton urban masked where the tree branches line up perfectly. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible, and this leads me into the next part, which is patterns. You can obviously make combos with just colors in mind, but mixing in different patterns is where combos really shine. I recommend watching some of my rare pattern videos to get some ideas, but to name a few, for gloves we have Max Red Crimson Kimonos, Max Black Nox, Max Orange Big Games, Max Yellow Fades, centered webs on Crimson or Emerald webs, 3 pattern types on overprints, blue gem case hardened gloves, and for knives there's even more: cyan bits, mango fades, blue, gold, black, and white gems, fire and ice patterns. There's a ton more. There's too much to cover, but the general idea is that you can use special patterns to make combos work that usually don't. Mango fades with POWs, urban masked with big games, black gem with Nox, fades with a Bowie Doppler phase 2, you can get insanely creative. Each glove or knife that changes from pattern to pattern will have 1,000 unique variations, so if you use 2 of them, there's literally 1 million different combos that you can get from just 1 pair of gloves and a knife. Make sure to incorporate rare patterns into your combos to either improve the general look, create better color matching, incorporate special interactions, and a whole lot more. Handles on knives are often overlooked, but they actually make a huge difference within a combo. For example, the Talon knife has ivory as the handle, which makes it a perfect match for off-white gloves like snow leopards, kink snakes, POW, duct tape, and a lot more. Another great example is Huntsman's. They have a deep black handle color, which means they can be paired with black gloves like Nox, and you can use it as a secondary color match for something like Scarlet Chamas where the accent color is black as well. Handle size is also important. For example, lore knives have a green handle that tends to make yellow combos worse, so a M9 with Omegas will have the green sticking out at the end. Bayonets, on the other hand, have a small handle that is hidden in the palm of the gloves, which is why I recommend Omegas with a Bayo lore, since the green is completely hidden when idling the knife, making the combo look significantly cleaner. While most finishes keep the handle stock, a few actually change the color. Ultraviolets are purple, Lores are green, Crimson Web and Autotronics are black, Knights and Bright Waters are blue, and there's a few more, so always take into consideration the handle color that you get with different finishes, since they can drastically improve the overall combo, especially with two-tone colorways. Moving on, let's talk about wear. Some knives change color depending on the wear value. Most notable are rust coats, blue steels, Damascus steels, and black laminates. Changing the wear will make these finishes darker, which means you can dial in the colors perfect to match the gloves. Good examples are blue steels in .30 float matching field agent gloves, .80 float black laminates matching diamondbacks, .38 float rust coats pairing with needlepoint gloves, .45 Damascus steels matching with kink snakes, and a ton more. Also, battle-scarred .79 float bowies turn mostly black, so it's a great way to pair them with something like blood pressures or knocks. The most interesting wear pattern is on classic knives at .31 float. They have this unique wear pattern that is beige on the edge of the blade, which can then be used to pair with gloves like the bronze morph, since the inner palm actually has this exact same color. To sum it up, you can tune the knife wear on certain finishes to adjust the color of the blade so that it matches the glove color to absolute perfection. Agents have huge potential and can make a cheap combo look incredible. They have two great uses. First is adding an extra layer of color matching. Sally is great for adding white to any combo like black ties or spearmints. Ava is perfect for blue steels and field agent gloves. Silent Daryl has neutral colors on the watch and bracelets. Miami Daryl has golden accents to match gold gems and omegas. And Loudmouth Daryl has brown, which also works with a ton of gloves. You can even take it a step further and use the green color on the T-side agent bezels to improve combos that use Gamma Doppler Phase 2s. If your combo doesn't work with any agent sleeves, I always recommend keeping it clean and using Ricksaw for the sleeveless look. The second use of agents is hiding cuffs on gloves that have really bad wear in that area. For example, superconductors and higher floats show a lot of wear on the cuffs, so by using an agent you can pretty much hide that and make the gloves look a lot cleaner than they normally look. This works for sports gloves, motos, hand wraps, and specialist gloves. Based on my experience, here are the gloves that have the most versatility for pairing with different knives. This includes knocks, big games, superconductors, fades, cool mints, unhinged, black tie, smokeout, spearmints, and crimson kimonos. Now for the least versatile gloves, we have Convoy, Buckshot, Arboreal, Mangrove, Rattler, Needlepoint, Snakebite, Queen Jacks, Gorilla, and Foundations. Now, this doesn't mean it's impossible to make good combos with these gloves. I'm just stating that it's very hard and requires a lot of work to make them look good. Dopplers and Gamma Dopplers have a unique feature where the accent colors change depending on the phases, and this applies to Huntsmans, Shadow Daggers, Butterflies, and Bowies. Here's the full Doppler layout if you want to check out each individual phase accent color, and this also applies to gems, which are the Ruby, Sapphire, and Black Pearl. On the Gamma Doppler side, we have different shades of green for each one, and the emerald is actually matte colored instead of a glossy finish. You can take this into consideration when making a combo, since this dictates how the knife looks in general, especially on something like Shadow Daggers and Butterflies. One small exception is the Bowie Doppler Phase 2. Instead of the typical pink, it actually has bronze for some reason, so it gives you brand new options for combos like pairing it with Max Yellow Fade gloves for a crazy good combo. For the last part, I have a general list of tips and tricks for specific knives and gloves that you should know about. Falchions have the finish going through the blade to the handle, which is a huge bonus for this budget knife, and this applies to the skeleton knife as well. Vanillas all look different, some are light gray while others are darker. Test them out to see which ones pair the best with different gloves. Bowie handle accents can make or break a combo. They're highly visible since the knife is so huge, so take them into account. Also, consider what animations come with the knife. Some of them show off the inner palms, which might be the highlight of the gloves, like black ties and shadow daggers. Last thing, stay away from Navaja knives. They're simply not worth it. So that's it for today. If you have any other questions regarding combos, make sure to let me know in the comments down below and I will do my best to explain everything. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and consider subbing to the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see y'all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.